Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian. I'm going to be playing some Flesh and Blood today for you. We're going to be playing Florian, and I'm going to be playing a predominantly Earth Florian deck. I'm trying it out. I want to see if I can get Channel Mount Heroic somehow to make all these attacks bigger, and since it's predominantly Earth, it'll stay out there longer. Also, ideally, we will be able to decompose faster because it's predominantly all Earth. But we're just going to see how it does. I've got a few cards in here that are 0, so hopefully I can play a Channel Mount Heroic and then play a Scar for Scar to get 7 for 0. It's really be a 7 for 3, but ideally it sticks around for a couple of turns so we can do things like that. That's just kind of the gist behind this deck, but we're going to see how it does and go from there. So we're playing against Grace and Solace on Jarl. Jarl is one of my favorite decks also. I like playing Guardian. I've been trying to make a Guardian mill deck. It's not going well. It just does not seem to want to function. I think we're about 3 cards away from it being functional. But I guess we'll give it a go. Oh, I think I need to switch my screen. I do! Sorry, my face is in the wrong place. Alright, so we got matched up to Jarl. We're going to be playing a little bit of Earth stuff. Let's do this and pick that. And then we'll Autumn's Touch for 8. Just to make them use, hopefully, 2-3 cards. It was 7 in a room, it wasn't 8, sorry. They didn't take, do they? They do have an all room, okay. And they're going to root down for 3, which is interesting. I can't Arsenal that because it's a block card. You can't block from Arsenal. I've made that mistake a lot. Alright, coming in for 7. With a Dominate. Okay. Okay. I think I want to do that. This. It was fused. Oof, that's gonna screw us. Yeah, I guess that's what we can do. Good Lord, Oakenhold is good. We'll just pitch and swing. A very Guardian of us, but we're not playing a Guardian. We're playing a Runeblade. They're probably going to block with 1 card and then come back at us. With a Crumble to Eternity. Okay. That scares me for what they probably have in their hand then. Just sludging. Those are 2 Earth, so I will block Sorry that I was thinking. I try to think out loud when I'm filming, but sometimes I forget. Um, Basically, we're gonna block with these three, and then on our turn, we're gonna Cadaver's Tilling for 8, and also Sigil. And I'll pitch this, and we're gonna Decompose. So Sigil of Earth, and then Cadaver's Tilling, pitching that, and then we'll Decompose and get rid of all of our graveyard, which makes it coming in for 8, and then next turn we get to block a little better, but we've already decomposed once on turn 3, so it's not terrible. And then the Embodiment of Earth will make these 9 attack actions actually 4. Okay, Scar for a Scar. I think what I'm going to do is actually not block. Take 6. Action card. An action card that costs less than totally gain this turn. Put it on the bottom of your deck. Okay, so I think we're going to pitch 2. Swing Scar for a Scar. So it comes in for 4, go again. And then we're going to Earth Form for 5. And that's a little terrifying that they're taking all of that. So this and this should block for 5 each. I can't be mad at that. Yes. Oh, they pulled back Oakenhold. That's good. God damn, another one? Wow. Pardon my language. Sorry. They already have all 3 Oakenholds in the top 11 cards of their deck, and they have the hand to fuse it. That just seems ridiculous. Like, I just keep getting high rolled. That's been my entire night. But we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Why did it only create 1 rune chant? Oh, no, it did too. Okay, we're good. On hit, I draw a card. You know, I may get a card. I'm sure you've got your fourth Oakenold. Oh, no, you're not. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's fine. I don't think I like Canopy Shelter. I don't know. I also haven't seen any of the cards that this deck is built around. So, that's always good. That's always good when you don't see the card. That, yeah, you're going to destroy my. Ooh, what are you going to destroy? Gloves? Yeah, I'm getting rickrolled here. And we will Cadaver's Tilling. Get 5 cards in the graveyard. We've almost turned. We've almost turned them on. Game's almost over, but we've almost got Florian activated. God, Florian, what happened to you, guy? Oh, there you are. Oh, and look, I can't cast it. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe I'll like that I get salty. Yeah, I'm sure you totally have. God damn it. Do you want to cast this card that you can't cast because you don't have any cards in your hand? No. Well, we're going to ask if you want to. We're going to highlight it green because that makes sense. Sorry, I shouldn't be this salty. This is the 4th game I've played tonight, and I have been wrecked in all of them. And it's not that I've played poorly, and this is something I have to work on myself. It's not that I've played poorly. It's that I turn 3. I lost to an Auxilia because he had the nuts. He had the best possible hand you can possibly have. It's turn 9 with a hero that is typically a fatigue deck who has gotten Oakenold and been able to fuse it all 3 times, which gives it Dominate and +2. That's 27 damage that I just can't block because I can only block with one of those cards. I guess that was probably wrong, but whatever. Yeah, well. What? How did he get? I feel that way. Whatever, it's fine. It's not like I'm gonna win this game anyway. Like, I just don't even know what I could have done. He Oakenold 3 times in the first 4 hands, four turns. I mean, like, what do you even do against that? That's 27 damage that you can block 9 of, not including gear. And if you haven't turned on Florian, or at least gotten 4 Earth cards in the graveyard or in the banish zone, you're not doing anything. Like, you can't do anything to that. And then the game before this, I played Acilio, and I already said that on turn 3 he destroyed me by bouncing everything back to his hand and going like it's. I don't think that I'm a bad player. I don't think, but maybe I am. Maybe I'm not that. Maybe I'm not as good as I think I am. I mean, definitely at this game, I don't think I'm that good. I think, let me rephrase that. I think I'm a good card player, like a good Magic player, but oh my god, I think I'm a good Magic player. I don't know. I guess I'm not great at uh, why didn't it why didn't it immediately end my turn? I didn't even get a chance to whatever. We're not gonna win this game, so it doesn't matter. I guess we'll pitch that and we'll decompose and we'll put that aura. Yes. It's just been a rough night. Gotta remember that the games are not always going to be this way. You're not always going to get the hands that work well. You're not going to. Sometimes you're going to face, the high rolling of the high rolling. There's nothing you can do in those situations. You just have to deal with it. Just accept it. I don't think this makes me a bad player. I think I'm a good player, but I'm just having a very, very bad night of cards. And, like, come on. Really? Like, 2 Mangles and 3 Oakenolds in the top 20 cards? The top 30, that is the definition of high roll. Are you kidding me? Like, because you're going to put a negative 1/1 counter on that? I can't do anything. Because I can't do that. Yeah. Yep. That's the end of the game. So I made some changes to the deck. I'm going to try and do it this way. I brought everything basically down to a blue, other than Felling of the Crown, Rebound Carapace, Plow Under, and Channel Mount Heroic. And I'm really going to try and we're going to try and play this like a Guardian. Get Channel Mount Heroic out and do big hits. We're going to see how this plays and hope that I don't get high rolled again. So the idea with this new version is to go blue so that I always have the ability to pitch for it. You got Slippy. Well, you're probably going to watch me get salty. Let's give it a go. Ooh, look at that. So, and then Snatch for 7. And he has no AB. Interesting. We might be the high rollers. I'm not putting money on it. They're probably going to beat us. Slippy's one of the best decks in the meta. Oh. Okay. All right. I also put in some disrupting cards like Consuming Volition, which, if it hits, so it has an on hit, and they would discard a card. It's kind of like a crush effect if you've played Guardian. Okay, so I'm marked. And then demarked. I guess I demarks and marks again. Infiltrate. Consuming Volition for 1. Alright, let's block 3. Coming in for 5 with an on hit, so it will require 2 cards to block it out. And if they don't, they have to discard a card anyway, so they might as well just block with 2. If they're going to block. If not, they would not block and lose 1. Not terrible. Ooh, I got Channel Mountain Road. Okay. Pass. I'll take the 1. I'm guessing they're gonna... Oh. Choose a card. What do I want to put back in there? Earthform? Let's do Earthform. Discard Rune Flash. Come in for Leave No Witnesses. No, you're not. Okay. 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 What can I do here? I guess I could... Okay. Choose a card. I guess I'll do Snatch. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. That's better. Pass. Yes. Yes. Pitch. Swing 6. So, normally I wouldn't take back a different card, but they played a whole nother card. So they played Leave No Witnesses. I'm guessing they're a newer Slippy player, is my thought process. I'm a newer player as well. So I decided that I could take back Snatch, because on hit I get to draw a card, which will let me Arsenal, unless they block it out, but then they lose 2 cards. And I guess maybe I could do something with it. No, probably not unless it's an instant. Yeah, so now I get to Arsenal Plow Under, which is decent. It's decent. Um, let's see on hit. Lose. Yeah, we'll block. We'll block it out. Tarantula toxins, how that coming. Oh, and flick knives? Alright. You just really want to kill me, huh? Okay. Is that your whole turn? I think. No, you still haven't an action point. So now what are you gonna do? So I'm debating on hit. Three. So I think what I'm gonna do. Next turn is Grasp of the Arknight and Plow Under from Arsenal. So I'm gonna block 3. Yeah, I'll block 3. And I'm gonna pitch all 3 of these cards. So do this. I'll Plow Under. And then swing. Decompose. Now we have 5 cards. We're coming in for 9. They would have to put a card from their arsenal on the bottom, but they don't have an arsenal right now. So far this game is playing a lot better than any other game I've had. And I don't know if it's because I took a moment and I recentered. I talked to my fiance for a little bit, and I don't know. I don't know what did it, but I'm feeling much more calm. I felt anxious all night. But we just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta work through things, and go from there. But if you're still with me, I'm glad you're still here, and we will keep going because we still have Channel Mount Heroic, which is dope. What's the on hit? I guess we'll block. Will we? Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll block that way. Block 3. There we go again. Don't need this Channel Mount Heroic because we still have this one. See, and like this time we've seen Channel Mount Heroic all 3 in the top 14 cards. Or I guess 20-ish cards because we put stuff on the bottom. I guess I'll break these. Prevent 2 of that. And let's see. So let's create. Yeah, we'll create. And then we'll swing. Well, I should not do that. I'm going to do that and then swing. Oh my god, does that... Do they stack? Oh, I wish I had realized that. I did not realize they stacked. But we lose 1. That's okay. Let's see what they do here. If we can get this felling to go, that would be 8, 11. Plus they have to discard, or I guess put a card on the bottom of their hand, on the bottom of their deck. It would be 12. Do I want to block 3? Or do I want to... I think I'm going to block 3, take 3, and then Felling of the Crown for 12? Is that... Because we have the Might token. Yeah, that'll be 12. Which will put us back in the game. And now we have 8 cards, so Florian's turned on. So whenever we use Grasp, we make 2. I'm liking this build a lot better. We probably won't beat Slippy, but I'm definitely liking the way this is playing a lot more. I feel like you definitely need the more blues and play it more like a Guardian. We'll block 3 here, and then we'll root down. No. Then we'll pass. We will Grasp of the Arcanite, pitching the Sigil, which make 2, and then we'll Arcane Seeds. And then we'll come in for 3. But we hit them with 6 Rune Chants because they don't have any AB. I'm really liking the way this is playing, though. It's playing a lot better. I don't know if it's I'm playing it better because I've taken some time to relax, but definitely much better. Definitely. That's a reference to a movie people have probably never seen. Alright, let's just take the 1, right? Yeah, let's just take the 1. On hit. Damage attack 2 cards in their deck. Cool. I am going to hold priority when I can, because I'm probably going to activate Plume and try and get back a Felling to then use it next turn, because we do have a lot of blues. In fact, so I think I'm going to crack this now, pitching that to get back Felling. This doesn't have Go Again, so we're going to pass and then Root Bound and not Decompose, I don't think. Forgot I put on always hold priority. They're choosing a reaction, so... oh, they're giving it Go Again. Okay. Any other reactions? No. Really, all I have to do is keep one of these in the Felling, if I can. Shred. Okay. That's fine. So your turn, or you throwing a sword or a knife at me? Okay. So we made it through. Um, I think it's more important to get the two from the rune chant because those are automatically going, and then we'll decompose because they're not playing any AP. So we're coming in for 8 and making them bottom a card. We do take 3 at the end of turn. Man, Felling the Crown's a good card. I don't have it. I probably need to invest in it. What? Okay, I'm doing it again. They probably put the wrong card on the bottom, that's all. Yes. That, and that. I think that's what I did last time. And we're coming in for 8, so they got blocked with basically 3 cards. Maybe 2. And we will take 3, which will take us down to 8. Because we do have the blood pox. Oh, wow. Okay. So they're taking themselves down to 1. So they think they can do 8 to us next turn. Let's see what our hand is. I don't have it. They're going to take up the mantle, right? That's what you do here, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to block 5. Just a neck. So it comes in for 1. So they banish. Okay. Wait, how did they banish the yellow card from my hand? How did they get... What? Just a neck. I guess I can't see that. Alright, whatever. Coming in for 3. Got a block. That's unfortunate. That might be where this game turned. Um, I don't know what I should have done. Maybe do 2, 3 blocks. Okay. Going to 5, go again. So that'll do 3. So this will block 5. So what I'm going to do is take the 1. The on hit happens, but I don't have anything in arsenal, so I don't lose that. This turn, I'm going to grasp the Arknight. Grasp the Arknight. Pitching Earthworm. And I'm going to swing Reaping Blade. 2 automatically goes in. They don't have any AB. They have to block with at least 1 card. Bonds of Agony, fine. That's good. And now we're going to arsenal the Rootbound Carapace, because it will block 3. We have another Rootbound and a Shelter. Yeah, so we should, if I can keep this or this, so it's pain in the backside. When this hits a hero, target deck, you control. Okay. So I just have to block 3. So I'm going to block 3. Pass. Okay, they're going to try and do it again. So I'm going to do this. I get 2 Might tokens. Definitely like the way this deck is playing better, especially if it's beating Slippy. Or if it's going to beat Slippy. And then Razor's Edge for +3, so all I gotta do is this, and then that's game. I think. So I'm blocking 5. You're doing 4. And I pitch this. End turn. And then swing. And kill you. Alright, so I did 66 damage. Threatened. Did 39. Switch player stat, they did 82 and hit for 33. So I definitely like the way this deck is functioning now. More so than the way I did before. Game time was 23 minutes. I think that's about the same as the other one. Ooh, and they had a good hand on the way back. Whew. All right. What did I learn tonight from playing Flesh and Blood? You're not going to win them all. You won't. And it doesn't necessarily mean that your deck is bad. And it's just always good to remember that there's tomorrow, and you can try again. Or, if you want to keep putting yourself through punishment like I have tonight, you keep loading up those games and keep trying to make it work, even though you're beating your head against the wall. That's kind of what I'm going to do with this channel, I think, is try and make decks that are very much suboptimal, but would be fun to play. It's hard. It's hard to keep losing. But that's the only way we get better, right? Like, I know that I misplayed in there. I know that I'm not great. But every day we get a little better. You know? Growth. That's what we call that. So I will say, again, you just got to keep working through. If that means take a break and go talk to somebody and hang out, if that means redo the deck the way we did, just do whatever you need to do to try and recenter and find yourself, and try not to overreact. But again, I'm glad you're here, and if nobody's told you, I'm proud of you, and you're doing great. We just got to keep working and do better tomorrow. All right? Have a good one. Bye, guys.